Today we will be learning how to make a lightning bar soap using other made foreign brands. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ego the Messy Soaper. Please, if you are not subscribed to this channel, just take a second to smash that subscribe button, like, share, comment, and become a family here with us as we drop different videos on skincare, especially soaps. Let's get into this video. We'll be starting with what we're going to be using, and these are the things we'll be using, and I'm going ahead to sanitize my spot. You're using a knife, a thermometer, a jug, a spatula, silicone mold, and this glycerin melt and pour base. Now we are going ahead to dice this up into little chunks to help melt the soap very quickly. Now melt and pour is already a pre-made soap base, so once you melt and you pour and it sets, your soap is ready to use. Now we'll go ahead to put that into the double boiler. Now this is one of the soaps we'll be using, and this is the second one. It's the Kojic White Gluta Papaya Arbutin. It's a 7 days whitening soap, and please, that 7 days whitening soap is a marketing strategy. This helps to brighten and lighten your skin because what is used there is kojic, and kojic is an active that helps to brighten out your skin. It slows down the production of melanin in your skin. It contains arbutin, vitamin C and E, kojic acid extra, and glutathione plus. So we're going ahead to make sure that this is melting very well and gradually, not on high heat. This is on low heat. Our second soap is a skin whitening toning transparent soap. Okay, and these are all marketing names really for me. You can settle with the soap of your choice. I just walked into a store and this is what I got to show you how to do a soap like this from home. My soap is melted now, and what I did was to put in the cubes first into the first portion of this mold and pour my melt and pour base melted soap on top of it, as you can see. And there is a reason why I am showing this process. I want you to see the result you would get against what I would be doing in the coming 5 portions of the video. So once I pour, I spritz with rubbing alcohol to take off the bubbles. If you do not spritz it, you would have the tiny bubbles showing through your transparent soap. So I go in with my soap beads to cover up spaces that are still left even after pouring the melt and pour base. Now when it comes to these foreign brands, please, if you have favorites of your liking, go ahead and buy it and use. I do not use these soaps, so I don't know which is which. However, I checked out the reviews and saw that they actually do lighten the skin. So now I'm going ahead to pour my melt and pour base into the remaining mold, and now I am spritzing to take off the bubbles from the pour, and I allow it to set before I come in with my soap beads. That is not what we did in the first portion. I put the soap beads first and then I poured my soap on top of it. But now I did something different. I poured my soap base and then allowed it to set. I poured it halfway, allowed it to set, and then I am coming in with my soap cubes. And I'm trying to take my time to make this look pretty as possible. And you can see that the second soap I picked out was a transparent soap. or is a transparent soap, and I shouldn't have picked something transparent, just to give it more color. Maybe I should have gone for something pink to make this pop, but that's okay, that's fine. I am working with what I have here. Now I have set all the cubes and I'm spritzing with rubbing alcohol because I'm going to be pouring the second layer on top of this, and you do not want it to come out of your mold separated. So the rubbing alcohol helps to keep that soap together. So watch me pour this soap. As I'm pouring, I am adding cubes to places I feel are vacant and are void. So once I pour and I'm satisfied, I spritz with rubbing alcohol. Do not let this set before you remember to spritz the rubbing alcohol. If not, melt and pour base sets up real quick. It sets up real quick. So as you pour, you can spritz to make sure that you have eliminated all the air bubbles. So I had an over pour on this one because I poured it so much into the mold, and I'm trying to shift it into the next mold and still fill it up with as much soap as I want. Remember that this is supposed to be a lightening, brightening bar, so you want to get in as much bits and cubes into each piece of soap so that you can get an effective soap. If you are not going for the aesthetics of the soap, please, you can go in with kojic acid or kojic dip to even take the potency of the soap to the next level. I spritz to take out air bubble, and I will leave this to set. It didn't take up to 4 hours. This was totally set up and firm, as you can see. Now look at this, it's super smooth. You have your cubes in between, well, except for this top, and I don't mind, but if you are close to perfection, you make sure that all your cubes sit into the soap. Look at how smooth that is on the back, but a bit rough on top, and I honestly do not mind. Now, things to note: when I poured my first pour, you can see how high I poured it. But if I had taken it a bit lower, I would have had my cubes sitting a bit more lower, okay? And then I would have a top that covers very well, and my soap beads would sit in the middle of the soap, just for people that want their aesthetics to be looking perfect, basically. Now, this is the first pour we did where we put the cubes before pouring. This is the result of what you would have if you set in your cubes before pouring. You would have those places where the cubes sat and the melt and pour base didn't touch those spots at the bottom of the mold, if you understand what I mean. But if you do not mind the look of that, please go ahead and put the cubes in your mold and then pour your melt and pour base on top of it. So this is our finished look for this soap, and we'll be going into ladder test. Of course, you know I love to do ladder tests just to show you guys the performance of the soap. And of course, Melt and Pour is a soap that lathers very, very well. Okay, so here we go. Beautiful lather, beautiful bubbles, bubbly soap, and you can see how smooth this is. Honestly, I would go for a super smooth soap where all the cubes are embedded inside completely. It gives it a feel of a foreign touch, okay, a clean work. So you want to take out that time to make sure you get it right. Now I'll be going ahead to package my soaps because Melt and Pour is known for sweating because of the glycerin content, and I go for a very, very minimalistic way to package my soaps. I have this bag that you put seal, but I'm not going to be sealing. I'll be squeezing the top, as you can see, and I use a craft rope wool to tie it up, and it looks, simple and neat and a bit of sophistication to it. So I trim off the remnant of that nylon, and voila, your soap is ready. You can sell, you can make this for home use, and you can give this out as a gift or for souvenirs or party favor. All right, so guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you'll be trying out this soap for yourself. Make sure when you're buying your foreign brands, you're buying original. Okay, you can do your research to know if you're getting it right. So guys, thank you so much. Until I come your way next week, happy soaping.